నమస్తే వెల్కమ్ టు వాయిస్ ఫర్ నేషన్. ఉగ్రవాద చర్యలకు ఊతమిచ్చేలా వ్యవహరిస్తున్న పాకిస్తాన్ పై భారత రక్షణ శాఖ మంత్రి రాజ్నాథ్ సింగ్ మరోసారి నిప్పులు చెరిగారు. గురువారం చైనాలో షాంఘై కోఆపరేషన్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ సమావేశం జరిగింది. ఈ సమావేశంలో సభ్య దేశాలకు చెందిన రక్షణ శాఖ మంత్రులు పాల్గొన్నారు. సందర్భంగా కేంద్ర రక్షణ శాఖ మంత్రి రాజ్నాథ్ సింగ్ మాట్లాడుతూ పాకిస్తాన్ పెంచి పోషిస్తున్న సీమాంతర ఉగ్రవాదాన్ని ఖండించారు. ఉగ్రవాద చర్యలకు వ్యతిరేకంగా మాట్లాడాలంటూ సభ్య దేశాల ప్రతినిధులకు ఆయన విజ్ఞప్తి చేశారు. ఉగ్రవాదాన్ని ప్రోత్సహిస్తున్న పాకిస్తాన్ పై ఆపరేషన్ సింధూర్ నిర్వహించడం భారత్ హక్కు అంటూ కుండ బద్దలు కొట్టారు.
And good morning. It is my pleasure to be here in Qingdao to participate in the SCO Defence Ministers meeting. At the outset, I would like to thank our hosts for their warm hospitality. I would also like to congratulate Belarus for joining the SCO country as a new member. Excellency, the world we live is undergoing a drastic transformation. Globalization, which once brought us closer together, has been losing momentum. The weakening of the multilateral system has made it harder to address urgent challenges, from maintaining peace and security to rebuilding economies after the pandemic. At the same time, competition between major powers is intensifying, with trade and technology being increasingly used as tools in geopolitical rivalries. Excellency, India believes that the reformed multilateralism can help build cooperation to prevent conflict between countries by creating mechanisms for dialogue and collaboration. No country, however, large and powerful, can manage alone. In fact, the very idea of the global order, or indeed of multilateralism, is the assumption that nations have to work with each other for their mutual and the collective benefit. This is also reflective of our age-old Sanskrit saying, Sarva Jana Sukhino Bhavantu, which implies peace and prosperity for all. Excellency, it is in the context of the current uncertain geopolitical scenario that the role of SCO becomes very important today. SCO member countries contribute around 30% of the global GDP, while about 40% of the world's population resides in them. We therefore have a collective stake to create a safe, secure and stable region that can contribute towards progress and improvement of our people's lives. Excellency, I believe that the biggest challenges that we are facing in our region are related to peace, security and trust deficits. And the root cause of these problems is increasing radicalization, extremism and terrorism. Excellency, peace and prosperity cannot coexist with terrorism and the proliferation of weapons of the mass destruction in the hands of the non-state actors and the terror groups. Dealing with these challenges require decisive action, and we must unite in our fight against these evils for our collective safety and security. It is imperative that those who sponsor, nurture and utilize terrorism for their narrow and selfish ends must bear the consequences. Some countries use cross-border terrorism as an instrument of policy and provide shelter to terrorists. There should be no place for such double standards. SCO should not hesitate to criticize such nations. India's zero tolerance for terrorism is manifest today through its actions. This includes our right to defend ourselves against terrorism, and we have shown that epicenters of terrorism are no longer safe, and we will not hesitate to target them. We should also take proactive steps to prevent the spread of the radicalization among our youth. The RADS mechanism of SCO has played a significant role in this regard. the joint statement of the Council of SCO heads of state on countering radicalization leading to terrorism, separatism, and extremism, issued during India's chairmanship, symbolizes our shared commitment. Excellency, we should seek to counter the technology used by terrorists, including drones, for cross-border smuggling of weapons and drugs. In our interconnected world, traditional borders are no longer the sole barriers against threats, and instead we face an intricate web of challenges that range from translational terrorism and cyber attacks to hybrid warfare. These threats do not respect national boundaries, and they demand a unified response rooted in transparency, mutual trust, and collaboration. India reaffirms its resolve